Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological overview for the sign of Capricorn 2019 October. You can reach me at my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or you can reach me by my email address, which is mercury524 at msn.com, or my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, and on Twitter, Readings by Leonard, and Twitter, Readings by Leonard. Okay? Oh, there's three things that we need to do: like, share, and subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel. Also, if you'd like to give any donations, we are welcome to receive them. For any cross watchers are people who go to other people's channel to get another viewpoint to the answers of what they're trying to find or see. Also, this is a collective reading. This is not an individual reading. If you want an individual or private reading, go to my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, and look at my catalogs or any other items or services that you would like to acquire from me. Okay, this is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, Capricorn Moon, and Venus in Capricorn. So if you have any planets in the 10th house, for instance, I have my first house, which is the Sun, in the 10th house, similar to that. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, your solar sun is in Libra in your 10th house. And that is you, Capricorn. Your 10th house is Capricorn. The 10th house rules Capricorn. It's a house of employment, success, and moving up the ladder and career. It's also the house of public image and reputation. So now, that's the earth signs. The earth signs are practical, so they're anchored, okay? What keeps us anchored on this planet is gravity. Without gravity, we'll be floating around just like the astronauts are out on the space station repairing something. That's why they have to have that hook on them to keep them attached to the space station when they're repairing things. If not, there's no gravity out there, so they will be floating around. Libra is the 7th house. It's an air sign, so it thinks, speaks, and writes. So it's a form of communication. They're intellectualized. So they like to gather information, research, and come up. Libras are people that will ask everybody, let them order first. And then after they see what everybody else has ordered, then they make their choice. They are there at the moment in time. Libra represents the scale. So it represents the 7th house of balancing all relationships and partnerships out. It represents the house of open enemies. It represents the house of spiritual blessings. It represents the house of diplomacy and being a diplomat. It represents the house of spiritual blessings. It represents the house of others. It represents the house of decisions and indecisiveness. It represents the house of legal situation. So with Libra, your solar sun in your 10th house, so this is all combined. There needs a balance in all these relationships and partnerships. Libra's ruling planet is Venus, and Venus is the goddess of love. Libra likes to bring harmony. They want to be good negotiators. Okay? So now, since it's, and you, the 10th house, which is you, Capricorn, is a house that deals with structure, restrictions, procrastination, delays. Saturn is your ruling planet in there. It also deals with time, father time. It also deals with fear and being in prison in a sense that you let fear petrify you and stagnate you. But if you look at that fear in its eye, it has no power. So that invisible cell or prison that you place in yourself will be left out there. Okay? So now, since things are in Libra, And career-wise, you want to do something that you love doing, not just have a job and just go there and get paid for the work. You want to deal with something that you love doing. It's not a burden. It's a labor of love. Okay, now we're going to go on how these other planets affect your solar sign being your 10th house in Libra, which deal with your career. Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, it's in Sagittarius, this home base. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and it represents expansion, new opportunity, growth, wealth, truth, and blessing, and it represents karma. So if you have put out good karma, when I say put out good karma, by thinking good, speaking good, and good action, the universe will bring this back to you in these blessings. Now, if you put out negative karma, by thinking negative about something, or a person, place, or thing, or speaking about someone, place, or thing, it's going to bring back what you want to happen to these people and places and things. It's going to occur to you. Karma is not something that will happen like a rug is being pulled out over you. It's the cause and effect. What you reap, you will sow. And you're going to do it before you go. You're going to repent before you go. Then when you leave it from this physical body into the spiritual world, you're going to go into the hall of the Akashic records. Every thought, word, action is written down. So there must be a balance. Okay? So Jupiter is bringing these opportunities to you. But some of these opportunities are fizzling out, or they're not what you want it to be. So now you're going to get a choice to pick the opportunities that's going to expand, that's going to be longevity. So that's where you're going to put the balance in these relationships and partnerships, okay? So Jupiter is going to open up an opportunity for you, Capricorn, in the month of October that you're going to go. You're either going to get a new job where you're at, or you're going to make a lateral move for where you're at now. Okay, but it's new things on the horizon for you. All right, so we know what Jupiter is influencing here now in the 10th house. So it's deal with your career, employment, prestige, and moving up the ladder, and it also deals with the public image and your reputation. So now Saturn, which is your ruling planet, is in its home base of Capricorn. Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. And Capricornians get to reach their goal and their progress really good in their late 30s or 40s and 50s. So some of you are coming into that being. So a lot of this new upsurge of positivity in your career, employment success, and moving up the ladder, and your public reputation and image is growing in a positive way. Saturn represents structure. It represents boundaries. It represents delays and procrastination. Now, Saturn was retrograding from April the 30th, 2019 to November the 18th, 2019. So those procrastinations, delays, and blockage are now slowly lifting off you. Since it went direct on the 18th, it takes 2 weeks for it to build up speed on the date that it went direct. So it will build up speed with those 2 weeks period, what they call the post-retrograde period, on the 29th. So each day you can feel some burden being lifted off you that's been blocking your employment, your career, your success, and moving up the ladder, and reputation and image, and Jupiter is bringing new opportunities for you. So some of you who have taken jobs you don't like, or in jobs that you don't like, keep on pushing things out there, your resume, because something is coming through. Some of you who have been putting a lot of resumes out, something from one of those resumes that you applied for when Saturn is retrograding, it's going to contact you, and it's going to be the right money, the benefits, something that you love, closer to your house, and you don't have to travel so long and so wide to get where you have to go. Because I feel some of you have taken a job that you don't really like, but you got to do what you got to do to put yourself out there in the stream. Now you're flowing down the stream and you're going to see something, or you're going to hear from something, or hear from somebody. Well, this new opportunity will expand and be better for you. Saturn also represents father image, father time. So time is the essence. So the divine timing is now on your side. So these things will come. So I see you, some of you, getting a new position and getting out the one that you was in that you don't like. Okay? Saturn also represents that someone close to you. Saturn went into Capricorn on 2017, 18, 19, and will be leaving next year. So roll with the punches. Don't fight it. Change. Okay? Grow. Don't fight with Saturn. That's going to knock you in your back. Okay? So now, since it's really direct, some issues about father issues that you've been holding in, because holding in, and Pluto is also the ruling planet of Scorpio and Aries. So Pluto represents transformation. So you're going through a transformation, a change. The old you is going, and the new one is it's rising. Okay, so there are some issues that's been hidden inside of you that is coming to the surface that has to be addressed. And since Pluto is in Scorpio, the ruling planet is Scorpio, this is an emotional issue that's connected to something happened to you in your childhood. Okay, and you have to recognize that it wasn't your fault. You did nothing wrong. This was an individual that you thought was all right, but they were damaged because this is what was taught to them. So you have to address this emotional issue to heal yourself, heal them, forgive them, and let this be lifted off you. So when a planet is retrograde, the two letters is revisit, recheck, review, all that. Okay, so when that planet is going direct, you're reviewing when it retrograde where you have made mistakes and you're correcting it. So when it goes direct, you put that correction into feasibility. Okay. Pluto is also the ruling planet of Aries. So this is the time for you to initiate new beginnings, start things out for this correction to be made. All right. Now Pluto will go direct on the 10th, the 3rd of October, which is next week. So we're feeling the effects of it moving. So all this stuff that's been pressing you down are now lifted off you, and the weight is going off you, and these new opportunities for expansion in career employment, prestige, and public image and success is being coming out, and reputation. Now we have another planet that's retrograde, Uranus. Now Pluto and Saturn and Uranus are distant planets. So their effects is slow moving, but you will feel it profoundly. So Uranus went to retrograde on the 21st of June of this year and will not go direct until January the 1st, 2020. Uranus is in Taurus. So Taurus represents the second house, which deals with money, work, and possession. So all this is coming into being, okay? Taurus represents the ruling planet is Venus, which deals with money and love. Okay, so Uranus is a shock planet, it's a change planet. That revolution it's going to change. Everything is going to change. It represents revolution, chaos, freedom, and independence. So you're going through a freedom period and independence, and you're dealing with your work, money, work, and possession. Okay? And your third chakra. Taurus means the third chakra. It's a fixed sign. So it's already been refixed. Then stay focused. But also, sometimes you have to take the blindness off the side so you can see and hear other people's opinions, or other people's information that can direct you into another direction that will help you in getting this independence and freedom in your employment, success, prestige, reputation, and public image. Okay, with this Uranus and Taurus, we're going to be more a cashless society. So you're going to find yourself using less physical cash, more electronic. Okay, robots will be taking over. So you might be going into a field that will design the robot, make it, program it, and make the parts that will keep it going. Okay, some of you will be going into looking back with long distance relationship that looking at it can work out with text, with Facebook, with FaceTime, Skype, and other avenues that we can keep directly in touch with each other instead of writing, okay, or calling, okay, and some of you are dealing with more older person or younger person, so the review of that. So in the future, you'll find people dealing in long distance relationship. This Uranus went in Taurus March the 6th of 2019, and it's a long journey. We're staying there to 2026, where Pluto will be staying in there until 2024 in Capricorn. Saturn will be in Capricorn until sometime in 2020. Okay, so now we're getting back to taking a lot of pharmaceutical drugs from the doctor. They're the drug pushers and the pharmaceutical people that we're taking for one thing, and the side effects, and we have to go back and get more drugs, more side effects, so we messed up. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do more homeopathic and conventional and natural way of healing ourselves, because the pharmaceutical stuff is not healing you. It's just giving you stuff that is going to make that ailment dormant, and then it rise up again. So this is what they're doing. They're taking money from you because they're not curing the cause of the situation. They're just making it be dormant, and then you do something and it rise back up again. We're getting connection with cleaning the earth up, water and air. Some of you have gardens outside of your own food and vegetables you're growing, and herbs. But the thing with that, you need to do something where you can get a kind of glass over it, like a greenhouse, because you have animals out there that come there and defecate and urinate on these things. And even though you wash them, you don't want that to happen. Okay, so another way, your Taurus through the fifth chakra. So some of your chakra it's been closed. Okay, so when one chakra is off balance, it brings everything else off balance. So speaking your truth. Say what you need to say in a diplomatic way. Take the anger out of it, and you can get what you want. You'll get more with honey. More bees with honey than vinegar. Okay? Okay, we're going to move on to Neptune. It's also retrograde. Neptune is in Pisces, which is the 12th house, with the house of enemies. Okay? Secret enemies. It's a house of psychic ability, intuitiveness. So your intuitiveness is on a higher alert now. Or you're trusting it better. You're following it. So trust your intuitiveness and your feelings and act on it. Get your head out of the clouds. This fantasy bull, stop being a fantasy world. See the world and people as they are. And since it's in the 10th house, your solar sun is in Libra in the 10th house, which deals with get those rose-colored glasses off of your eye. Take them shades off. You can see clearly. Put the clear frames on and lens on. You can see clearly. So you're seeing clearly in things that you need to see, and balancing all these relationships out and partnerships. Or check out your eyes. Some of you have a problem with your eyes, and even some having a problem with the headache. So because when you have a problem with your eyes, it can give you a headache because you're straining your eye. So we need to get rid of that. Okay, and something with your feet. Take care of your feet. If you're standing up, soak it. Okay, take some a bath. Put some herbalistic mixture in the bath or in a foot massage, and relax your feet, heal your feet, because your feet have 28 bones that's connected to every area of your every cell in your, every organ in your body. So when you're doing that, you're taking the toxins out of those organs from your feet. Okay, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. There's a lot of messages coming through your dreams through the psychic ability. Okay, now we have Mercury in Libra. So communicate what you want. In your Capricorn is in Libra in your 10th house of career. Go out there and tell people what you want, what kind of job you want. Put the feeders out there. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid and stop listening to people who are negative, who are giving you doubt. Stop doubting in yourself. Believe in yourself and stay focused. When all this stuff is going on, they're trying to take you off focus when you make the wrong decision, you're not thinking right, and it causes problems. Okay? We have Venus in Libra. Okay? Venus is the ruling planet of Libra. So again, this balance of all relationships and partnerships out. Some of you have been in committed relationships. There was a strain here. And Venus represents money and love. So the relationship was strained because of money. So now we're coming to solution about this money issue. So those relationships are coming back to a balance. Some of you could not, because this relationship is no longer there. They're not pushing you. You're doing all the pushing, all the work. So you'd rather leave it alone. So a lot of you have left these relationships and you're spending time getting to know yourself and doing things that you want to do in love. Now, you might be seeing other people, but you're not making any drastic changes for commitment. You want a rest. And those who are making a change and seeing someone exclusively, you need to take your time and don't rush into something after this, okay? Now we have Virgo and Mars. Virgo deals with the health, work, and service to others. Mars is the masculine part of you, and Venus is the feminine. Again, in your career, you need to balance this out. So you balance it out in the month of October, Capricorn. Also, Mars, you're going to be more aggressive. You're going to initiate. You're going to strike out for the things you want in your career, employment, success, and moving up the ladder, and be aware of the new opportunity for expansion. Don't sit on the fence like on the dark side of Libra. They will sit on the fence and make no decision and be some of them are self-serving. So you don't want to do that. You want to bring harmony. So you want to strike out in areas of love and money and the fineries that you can buy with that. So in areas of health, I see changes of your diet, your regimen of exercising. You're going to do things more methodical. You're going to be more organized. I see a lot of you dealing with figures and things in that sense, and a lot of you dealing with things of communication. So you're thinking, speaking, and communicate in all forms, whether it's the internet, whether it's writing, whether it's public speaking, anything that you're on your communication fine point. Okay, one of the stones I want you to carry for you in the month of October is a stone called the bloodstone. This is a crystal. It's black and red, okay? And this is help to do some changes for your hips. Some of you are having problems with your hips. So I want you to get some organic castor oil and heat that up and the stone and rub this around your hip. That brings some relief. And also I feel that you need to exercise more. Yoga, stretch those muscles. They're too tight. They need to be unreleased. Okay, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed your October astrological overview. If you listen and obey, your situation will change. If not, remains the same. And I look for you for November. So, ciao.